Hi guys, welcome back. This is Khalees Tarot with Tarot by Khalees. This is your daily astrology read for October 29th. Alright guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, comment, whatever you feel led to do. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into today's astrology read. So today is Monday, right? So I am having to get back in the loop of things. Cause when I took the weekend off, I took the weekend off, okay? So in a sense, I feel like I'm waking up, But so upon my observations, I can see that the sky looks like, of course, we still have the sun in Scorpio. The moon has moved into Cancer. We have Mercury conjunct Jupiter, which is positive, and Jupiter is in Scorpio. So we have Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio. We have Mercury trining Cryon. Okay, so a lot of talking and a lot of healing of situations, or attempting to heal situations. And I say attempting to heal situations, not just attempting to heal situations, but kind of like attempting to heal situations in extravagant ways, because we do have that Mercury conjuncting Jupiter. So people may tend to I feel like reconcile in very jubilant ways in order to get their point across, okay? And heal situations, and heal a situation, okay? Because Mercury is also trining Cryon, okay? So let me explain this. Let me break this all the way down. We have Mercury, the planet of communication, right? Who's also in this shadow phase, getting ready to go retrograde, right? Mercury's trying to Cryon, the wounded healer. So we have people going back over past things to try to heal those things, right? And Mercury is conjunct Jupiter in Scorpio, so people are probably going to go like above and beyond to try to rectify or renegotiate things, okay? Re-rectify, because it's the retrograde. It's going back over those past things, but not just in any old kind of way. Being pretty lavish and outlandish in getting another party's attention in doing so. But with this sun in Scorpio and this moon in Cancer, what I see here is I see passive aggressiveness, okay? That is exactly what I see. And I'll tell you why I see that. Mars has a semi-square to Saturn. We know Mars is the fighter and Saturn is like the father. So Mars can be looked at as like the rebellious child, and Saturn is like the father laying the law down. So that's why and it's a semi-square, which means it's not really a fight, but it's like a passive aggressiveness. You see what I'm saying? So not only do the sun in Scorpio aggressive and the moon in Cancer passive tell me that this energy is passive aggressive, but also the fact that we have a fighting planet like Mars that's ever so lightly trying to like feud with Saturn, but not really trying to feud with Saturn, you know. So it's a semi-square. So again, those two things tell me that this is a very passive aggressive energy that we are going into. It's a very nice and nasty energy. And I feel like the reason why this energy is like passive aggressive or like nice and nasty is because a lot, it's like quite honestly a lot of people cannot move on. That's really what it is. Okay, I was trying to like figure out like a really good way to say this, but it's not really like a good way to say what is happening with this passive aggressive energy we are entering into, this nice and nasty energy we are entering into, because you know, like I said, a lot of people cannot move on at this time. You know, what has happened with the Scorpio transit is that, you know, people now know what others or what another has to offer, and they know that like it's no good, and they just do not want to take the offer that this party or these parties are offering. They have really come to the conclusion that it's of no good, and they don't want the offer. You know, simply put, the ships that some thought were coming in, those ships are not coming in. You know, people know that the niceness is just another chance to like be fucked over, for lack of a better word. And it's just not gonna happen, because you can see in the transits that a lot of people have learned their lessons. You know, but I feel like the universe is testing that by sending those people back around with that same energy, but they're going to try to hide that energy, but it's still there. And you will be able to tell that it's still there because, again, I just feel like nice and nasty and passive aggressiveness, you know. And that's going to be the turnoff. That is going to continue to solidify situations, I feel like. And I just feel like a lot of people have learned their lesson. I also feel like with the current alignments that the universe is also sending like either the same people back, and they are going to be the ones that's carrying this passive aggressive energy, or the universe is sending new people in, like the same souls or the same people, but they are coming in like a different body to see if you take the offer. That's what I feel like is happening here. So, you know, I feel led to say, you know, be careful what you show the universe and tell the universe, because that is exactly what you will receive. You know, it may be the same people coming back trying to see if they can get away with the same shit. Be careful what you tell the universe. It could be different people that's carrying the same soul, the same vibrational energy, and the universe is testing you to see if you pick that up. Are you desperate enough to pick it up? Or have you just still not having learned your lesson and seeing the signs, and so you pick it up? So be careful with that, I feel like. Because I feel like not only are people being passive aggressive, but the universe is too. But the universe is doing it in a way to see what you will take and what you will leave behind. Okay, if that makes sense. I feel like for these same people, or even for the new people that's coming around, like the same souls in a different body, like they just jumped the bodies or something. Or even if it's the old people, I feel like for those who have learned their lessons and they are smart this time around, I feel like, you know, like the attraction for a lot of people is like it's no longer there for like those type of vibrational levels. Like the attraction is no longer there for it. You can see it right off the bat. And you have learned your lesson. I feel like just the desire is not there for that type of energy. So there will be no effort put out on that energy. Be it someone new coming in with the sign in a different body. I keep stressing they are coming in different bodies, but they have the same vibration. Okay? I cannot stress that enough. So, you know, people are saying new. And you know, even when you say something to the effect of someone old coming back in, it could be a new body, but an old vibration that you are very aware of, that you have run into before and that you have dealt with before. So a lot of times you have to go deeper than the surface meaning of some of these sentences that are being put out, some of these words that are being put out, because while the body may be new, you may be very familiar with the attitude and the vibration and the soul level of that new body, that new person. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But for a lot of people who are on the right track, I want to say on the right train, for whatever reason, these people, they just don't have an attraction for that anymore, and they don't have a desire to put in the effort for that. Like they already know what these friendships and what these relationships bring to the table, and what they bring to the table is a Ten of Swords type of energy. Okay, it's a Ten of Swords type of energy. And a lot of people can see it right off the bat as soon as that energy display itself. As soon as that energy step to it, it knows right off the bat that this is a Ten of Swords energy and I don't want anything to do with it. Or this is a different person with the same problem that I just got rid of or is getting rid of. And it's like some type of matrix playing game, you know, where something is sent to keep you bound to a low vibration. I hope that makes sense. But you know, I feel like, you know, and also with this sun in Scorpio and this moon in Cancer and Mercury, and Mars with this like semi-fight against Saturn. You know, I feel like a lot of people are coming. I'm telling you guys that they are coming in new bodies, but they have the same souls. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They're new people, but they are of the same vibration. Okay? Be careful with that. Be very careful of being pulled back into the same situations by way of using different techniques here. It's a lot of trickery here. I hear confront and deny. Confront and deny. They are saying it could be confronting that soul and then denying them, like, you know, letting them know you see and recognize them. But this could also be like confronting yourself about what you see and not being in denial about it, especially if this is a new body with the same soul, the same energy, the same vibration that you don't want. Okay, so this could be confronting yourself about what you see or confronting others. But the bottom line I sense here is, have you learned your lesson? Have you learned to recognize what is not good for you upon sight? That is what I feel here. Because a lot of this energy is going to come in as passive aggressive, be it new or old. With the sun in Scorpio and the moon in Cancer, absolutely, this is going to be passive aggressive. It's going to be nice and nasty. And then you got Mars here with a semi-square to Saturn, like a child trying to be rebellious to a parent, you know, trying to test it, You are being tested. All I see is testing here. Testing, testing, testing. I also feel like, I think I said this in the beginning of the video, but I do feel like a lot of things are being like renegotiated. Yeah, I did say that because Mercury is trine in Cryon. Communication is in alignment with healing. But we still have this semi-square to Saturn from Mars. So that's what I'm saying. See, you have to be really, I'm feeling like this is a thin line. This is where someone is being like passive aggressive or nice and nasty. I'm telling you, I can't shake it. I can't shake it. That's what it is. I still do believe that the right one is coming for a lot of people at this time because of shedding that old energy, that old blockage. But I also feel like you have to be careful of the entities that are attempting to show up in their place. Okay, they said spiritual war. Spiritual war, I can see that. Spiritual war, because yeah, being sent in an attempt to keep you at that same vibration, to keep you from growing and elevating and ascending out of a certain vibration. Okay, I see what they, okay. Spiritual war. Entities attempting to show up in the place of the right person that's for you. So again, this is like the universe testing you to say, can you see it? And if you see it, are you going to bypass it, bypass the alarm that's ringing so loudly? Or are you going to stop and recognize that and confront that, be it within yourself or the entity that is trying to display itself to you in a certain light? I hope that makes sense. Also with this sun in Scorpio and this moon in Cancer and this Mars semi-square to Saturn, this Mercury conjunct in Jupiter in Scorpio, and all of this, you know, I feel like also, but what's really telling me this is the sun in Scorpio and the moon in Cancer. That's what's really telling me this is, you know, I feel like for some reason I just feel like a lot of like either like freeloaders, or either people like deemed like unbeneficial in some type of way. I feel like these people or these energies are being like kicked to the curb at this time. I feel like there's I feel like either a lot of people are about to be like homeless, or just about to be like moved to a spot where they are extremely uncomfortable. Because I feel like people are ridding of unconducive energies, like unbeneficial energies. I'm telling you, because the sun is Scorpio, you know, when you look at these alignments that's currently in play right now, it's like the Scorpio energy is like, and it's really the Scorpio and the Cancer, to be quite honest with you, because I feel like it's the Scorpio energy, because the Scorpio energy has gone through a lot of lessons on having other people attach, suck, and leech off of their energy. And leave them dry and dead. Spirit just said dry and dead. I was trying to figure out a nice way to say it, but it's really not. Like sucking on the Scorpio energy, leaving it dry and dead. And then the Cancer energy, which is really nurturing and can be really good at like being available, but even the Cancer has its motives for being that way. Okay, even the Cancer energy has its motives for doing what it does. So you got the Scorpio with that end of the stick, and then you have the Cancer with that end of the stick. I feel like with these two energies combined as the sun and the moon, people are getting rid of people that they just deem like unbeneficiary in some type of way. Like whoever they have been helping, or whoever these energies have been doing things for, and they haven't, like, Spirit is saying, cashed out. Okay, so any energies that have been helped and been there for and been upheld, and there has not been a cashing out, but instead a Ten of Swords energy, or just a unconduciveness, I feel like those energies are being kicked to the curb or kicked out. I guess that's why I'm picking up like homelessness, or like being moved or shifted into an area of uncomfortability, because the Scorpio energy and the Cancer energy is tired of upholding energies that do not pay back, they are saying. That do not pay back. They don't feed you back. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of either you've been freeloading or you're just downright unconducive. I feel like those energies are being kicked to the curb in a real passive aggressive, nice and nasty way. Because when you combine the Scorpio and the Cancer, especially the Cancer, that's like, that energy is like very passive aggressive anyway, period, point blank, no matter what's going on. I feel like that's an energy that has to be watched anyway. But then Scorpio energy as well is really keen on side-eyeing things like what's really going on with this situation. So when you put those two power players together, there is a much larger chance of like giving anything the boot that is not beneficial. And then furthermore, with everything that has gone on, people already know what others have to offer. And again, it is nothing but Ten of Swords energy. People are very keenly aware of that now that these transits have been going on for quite some time. And they just don't want anything else to do with that energy. So, yeah. I hope all of that made sense. It's Monday, guys, so yeah, I did the best I could on this Monday. So yeah, I hope it makes sense, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, comment, do whatever you feel led to do. And I hope this made sense to you. And I will chat with you guys later. Toodles.